Thanks for watching Film Buff, really, honestly. It's fucking great.
How's it going, guys? My name is Film Buff. Alright, first of all, I would like to thank all my amazing patrons. You guys are amazing, absolutely brilliant, man. I appreciate your kindness and support so much. You know, it means so much to me. Thank you. Holy shit. Man, I gotta say, thank you so much for the amazing support, guys. You know, like, I knew there would be some new people coming in, but like, this just took off, man. Hello to all the amazing new people that subscribed. You know, thank you for joining me on my channel. Hopefully this is gonna be a lot of fun for all of us. You know, I'm super happy to share my experience. Holy crap, you guys just blew right past 10K, man. You know, I'm really glad that a lot of you guys liked it enough to sub, you know, to my channel. So before I do a recap, I just want to touch up on a few things. First of all, scheduling. You know, since I'm a freelancer, nothing on my channel really has a schedule, because I can have free time at the most random time, then I have to go do work stuff at the most random times. So unfortunately, my channel never really has a schedule. You know, like, there's no specific days for specific shows. It's basically anytime I have free time, I'll just do stuff for YouTube, you know, and I enjoy it. I really do enjoy doing stuff for YouTube. So in terms of this show, you know, it's much shorter than everything else, you know. Each episode is like 20 minutes if you take out the intros and the outros. So I feel like I can definitely do an episode every 2 or 3 days. You know, so sometimes you might see a lot of episodes coming out of this and other shows on my channel, and sometimes, you know, I might be gone for like 5, 6, 7 days, you know. So, you know, I just wanted to be straight up and honest. I feel like that's always the best thing to do, you know. So if you're okay with my schedule for this, I feel like we're gonna have a lot of fun, you know, and this is something I'm gonna do all the way. Like, I want to get caught up to the new season. And guys, please remember that you know, this is one of the shows I'm doing on my channel. You know, I have a bunch of other shows I do on my channel. So sometimes you might see notifications for like other stuff coming up on my channel, you know. I've noticed that people get frustrated sometimes if it's not the show they subscribe for. You know, please don't get frustrated. You know, it doesn't mean that I'm giving that show more time than this. It just means that it's time to upload an episode of that show. You know, it's kind of like a cycle. I'll do like an episode of each show. Alright, so in terms of comments, guys, I had 2 of my friends who have seen the whole show. They were super nice and awesome enough to check out the comments for me. In terms of spoilers, I'm like super paranoid, you know. You know, for any show I check out. So I'm super careful about not running into spoilers. And personally, I do consider like even small hints to stuff that might happen. I consider those spoilers. Only because, you know, I'm not saying I'm like some super smart guy or anything. It's just that if I get a hint, you know, if someone hints at something, I'm usually pretty good at putting 2 and 2 together, you know what I mean? Like, I'll start thinking about that, and then I'll kind of start pulling at the string, and like, I'll know what that hint means, you know, if I start thinking about it. So to me, even hints are spoilers, you know. So my friends who were looking at these comments, you know, they know my thought process, so they know if there's even hints, they'll probably flag those. But yeah, again, if you're new to my channel, I do love dipping into the comments. You know, I maintain that's one of the best parts of YouTube, that you can talk to people from all over the planet, you know. So I might not be as active in the comment section for this because, you know, I have to get the green light first, but I'll try my best to dip into the comments and, you know, reply to people because I like doing it. And I did get to see a lot of comments for episode 1. There were so many. Thank you for leaving all your amazing comments. A lot of support. I could tell there's a lot of diehard fans of the show that, you know, showed up in the comment section and on my channel. So I thank you again. So there was recommendations for a lot of other great anime. I'm definitely gonna check out something else on my channel as well, but only after I'm caught up on Attack on Titan. Unfortunately, I can't be starting another show at the same time as this because I'm doing a bunch of other shows on my channel, right? You know, if I start doing too many things, then it gets kind of crazy. But yeah, once you know, once I'm caught up on Attack on Titan, I'll look into starting another anime. You know, I just want to make sure my plan is clear, so you guys know exactly what to expect and the scheduling and everything and the comments. So yeah, man, let's do a quick recap. So basically, this place, this town, Shiganshina, gets attacked by this legendary titan. You know, I'm just calling it legendary at the moment. I got to meet Eren, Mikasa, Hannes, Armin, Eren's parents. Unfortunately, his mother died in a horrific manner, and he actually saw it happen. So yeah, crazy first episode, man. It was one of the craziest first episodes of anything I've seen in a long time. And it ends off and it's like, for the first time in 100 years, humanity was reminded again. So yeah, man, I'm excited to see what happens next. Let's do it.
人類にある天敵が現れた。 彼らと人類の間には圧倒的な力の差が存在し、たちまち人類は絶滅の危機を生き残った人類はマリア、ローゼ、シーナの3つの壁を築き、そこで100年の平和を実現させた。
Oh man. ああ。
何よ。もう少しで母さんを助けられたのに余計なことしてんじゃねえよ。もう少しで母さんを。いい加減にしろ。お前が母さんを助けられなかったのはお前に力がなかったから。
おお。
俺が巨人に立ち向かわなかったな。
Because I didn't have it either.
俺に勇気がなかったからだ。すまない。
まただ。
Were those her parents? Quick flashback? Ah. Right, they were talking about 3 different sections. Okay. Good planning. That's good planning. This one's definitely fallen, man. Oh shit, is that the... Oh! It's the legendary! Oh, what the? That's a different one. Oh my god, he's gonna jump. You gotta retreat, man. Holy shit, it's through. The fuck? It's so strange in the expressions on their faces, and they kind of seem clueless.
力がなかったからだ。俺が人間が弱いから弱いやつは泣くしかないのか。あいつらこの世から。
エレン、どうしたの？エレン。エレン。
駆逐してやる。この世から一匹残らず。
Okay, Eren. Another dream. Or foreshadowing. Okay. I need to talk about that. It's clear now that these dreams are more than just dreams.
夢だよ。
I don't know, Mikasa.
避難民が多すぎるんだ。もともと食料不足だし、外側に住んでいる人ほど大事にされないのは知ってるでしょ。
なんでよそ者のために俺たちの食料を。どうせ巨人が壁を越えたんなら、もっと食って減らしてくれりゃよかったんだ。
You asshole.
これじゃ食料不足がひどくなる。
This guy gets smacked. Oh.
何すんだこのガキ。
Oh shit.
知らないくせに、お前なんか見たこともないくせに、巨人がどうやって人を。
うるせえ。
ごめんなさい。お前悔しくないのかよ。そんなもん恵んでもらってるから巨人に勝てないんだ。無理だよ。勝てるわけない。僕たちは壁の中で生きるしかないんだ。無茶をすれば死ぬ。僕の父さん母さんみたいに。だからあいつらにペコペコするのか。恥ずかしくないのかよ。今はしょうがないよ。しょうがないなんて言い訳だ。だったらいつまでもそうやって家畜みたいに生きろ。
Ooh. Oh. Yeah, I was uncalled for, Eren. Come on. Come on now.
大切なのは生き延びること。おばさんが言ってた通り。ミカサ、食べてちゃんと生き残るの。
I like Mikasa, man.
させない。その数25万人。人口の2割に相当したが、生存者はわずか百数十名。その犠牲で残された人々の食料不足はわずかながらに改善された。
あいつらさえ叩き潰せば、俺たちの居場所だって取り戻せる。アルミ、俺は来年訓練兵に志願する。巨人と戦う力をつける。僕も。
私も行く。
All three.
ミカサ、お前はいいんだぞ。生き延びることが大事って言ってたろ。
そう。だからあなた
Whoa.
を死なせないために行く。
わかった。
She feels responsible for him.
ただいまより第104期訓練兵団の入団式を行う。私が運悪く貴様らを監督することになった
Keith
キース・シャーディスだ。
Keith
貴
Shardis.
様らを歓迎する気は毛頭ない。今の貴様らはせいぜい巨人の餌になるしかないただの家畜以下の存在だ。そんなクソの役にも立たん貴様らを我々が3年かけて鍛え上げる。巨人と戦う術を叩き込んでやる。3年後、貴様らが巨人の前に立った時、ただの餌のままか、あるいは王を守る名誉ある壁となるか、または巨人を駆逐する栄光ある人類の兵士か、貴様らが決めろ。
ああ、俺はなる。巨人を一匹残らず駆逐。
Damn, that gave me goosebumps. Woo. All right. That ending though, man. Whoa. Gave me goosebumps, you know. That was the second time Eren has made this statement of intent. I'm gonna exterminate all of them. And it seems like I'm gonna get to see him at some point in his life take on these titans. Because the last shot of that episode was him enlisting, right? Him and Mikasa and Armin, all of them joined up, right? So yeah, so I guess his journey begins, his training begins. So at some point he's going to be up against the Titans. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be really fun. So this episode, the beginning, it started off by giving me some background information. I believe it was talking about how 100 years ago, natural predators to humans showed up. Or natural predators of humans showed up. And it wasn't just a few, man. It was a lot of them. More than enough to exterminate the human race. But yeah, man, I guess survival of the fittest, right? Evolution. Or unless, of course, there was some kind of thing that happened that, made these Titans... Again, is it just evolution? Or something caused the creation of these creatures, So yeah, and their solution was to build... these walls, man. It was a good plan, I think, to have 3 of them. So, if one gets compromised, there's still 2 more behind it, right? I believe it's Maria, Rose, and a 3rd one. Can't remember. I'm sure I'm going to hear about it, throughout the show. But yeah, man, I thought it was good planning, good defensive measures. So if one is breached, you do your best to evacuate and go to the next one, right? That's what happened in this episode. Now, understandably, Eren was completely, angry. He was so mad at Hannes for leaving his mother behind, and he starts hitting him, and at that point Eren was having none of it. He could not understand the thinking behind Hannes's move to leave his mother behind. I'm guessing Hannes might have been some kind of family friend, because he came for Mikasa and Eren and his mother. He's still taking care of these kids, so I'm guessing there's some kind of friendship going on. Maybe he knows Eren's father. But the next time they show us Eren, Armin, right? They show Armin first, and then Armin kind of spots Eren and Mikasa in the crowd, and he notices this look on Eren's face. It's that look of being shell-shocked, that look of I've seen some shit, man. You know what I mean? It's dead inside type of look. And, he's just blank face. And I've noticed that Mikasa has had this look since episode 1. There's just this dead, expressionless face. And in this episode, I kind of got a glimpse of it. The reasoning behind Mikasa's, demeanor. I think they showed her parents, in that quick flashback as they're running away. I believe she was saying something she was thinking this, that, oh no, this is all happening again. And they showed a flashback, and I'm guessing those are her parents. So she's been through this kind of loss before. I'm guessing that's the reasoning behind her stoic, emotionless look. And now Eren has the same look on his face. Hannes is kind of arguing. He's like, no, don't close the gates yet, because there's others outside. And, and these guys are like, no, gates have to be closed. And you can hear that there's a Titan incoming. The moment they showed the feet, I thought, oh shit, it's the one from episode 1. But no, this is something different, man. This is a different Titan. A new player entered the game. This one seemed to have armor of some kind. And his hair was blonde. So, this Titan looked even more human than the others. It legitimately looked like a overgrown human in armor. This one was athletic, man. He was quick, he could move. It wasn't a typical giant. Giants are known to move really slow. This one was quick in there, man. Quick movements. And the moment it starts just sprinting, holy shit, imagine that. That thing just running at you at full speed. And the armored Titan just smashes through the wall, man. Crazy scene. And these guards just go flying. And at the end of that scene, it was a shot of this Titan breathing fire. It kind of reminded me of Frankie from One Piece. Alright, man, let's get into the juiciest scene in this episode. Now, I'm talking about this dream sequence. Episode 1 had a dream sequence, and I had my take on that. I believe that perhaps it's more of a sight, and that these things are coming to him in his sleep. And now episode 2 has given me another dream sequence, and this one seemed even more likely to be true in terms of a scene that might happen in the future, because the first one was a bunch of things jumbled together, and ends off by showing his mom being lifted up, and that that ended up happening in episode 1 at the end of it, right? This one was showing us one scene, in particular, and it was his dad And his dad seems to be injecting him, or he's attempting to inject him. And Eren is resisting, he thinks his dad's gone crazy since his mother's died. And I noticed right at the beginning of it, there was a flame, it's darkness and a flame. And the key, they kept showing us the key, they kept showing us this flame. So this is my interpretation of it. I felt that this fire is symbolic, in terms of it being the fire that's, burning inside of Eren, and this desire to exterminate these titans and this hate he has for them. And the key, again, I know the key is meant to be for a basement. They mentioned, his father mentioned in episode 1, I'll take you to the basement, and they show the key. I felt like that was also symbolic, that perhaps Eren is the key. At least that's how I, read it. Then it got really, really interesting. They start showing, now again, his dad is trying to inject him, right? And Eren is trying to resist. He's like, what are you doing, man? Like, then, this is the key. This is the key moment. They're showing his limbs, they're showing his arms, they're showing his legs. And it kind of looks like these limbs are doing something, they're doing something. You can see in his limbs, especially his arms, and his hand. In other shows, you see anytime someone is growing, anytime someone is bulking, it's that type of effect. It was that type of shot they were showing. They show his legs, kind of like zoop, like they're being spread out. So that brings me to my prediction. It's kind of like right there, based on the stuff I've seen in episode 1 and now this dream sequence. So my prediction, guys, is that the injection or the serum that's in this injection that Eren's dad is injecting him with is going to turn Eren into a Titan. So based on all the information I've been given here, to me it feels like he is going to turn into a Titan because his dad's giving him this serum. Or maybe on the flip side, maybe he's giving him this serum so he doesn't turn into a Titan. Or, it's kind of like Chopper from One Piece. Sometimes he doesn't have control over, he turns into like Beast Chopper, that, super menacing, red eyes. Sometimes he doesn't have control over that, right? So maybe it's one of those situations. Maybe his dad is trying to, suppress this rage, or I don't know, man. I just feel like something is going on here. The info is there, the hints are there. They've in these 2 episodes, they've really built him up as this person who is dead set on exterminating these titans and giving it to them, and being this person who wants to go up against these titans. So that actually takes me back to my point from the first episode. These legendary titans, I've seen 2 of them now, Mr. Blonde and the guy who looks like just all muscle and no skin, right? The big one from first episode. Those things are too big. Those are just simply too big for these humans to take on, I think. So I mentioned that it would take a Titan that is sympathetic towards the humans or their cause. So maybe this is the answer to that, man. Maybe I just got my answer. So perhaps this Titan that might fight for the humans might end up being Eren. So yeah, man, I don't know. It's exciting to think of all the possibilities. So I'm either about to impress a lot of people, or my prediction ends up being super far-fetched and just so off. But yeah, that for me, one of the most fun things of checking out any show is to, theories and digging into the hints that are given to us and trying to connect the dots. But I do hope I'm right, because if that's what they're foreshadowing here, holy shit, that would be nuts. That would be fucking amazing. So I hope I'm right. Please don't confirm or debunk this theory or prediction of mine. I'm sure I'll know soon enough if I was right or wrong. So the people from the Outer Walls are treated really badly, man. Like mistreated as low class citizens. And one of the guards is just like looking down on them, and he's like just being a douchebag. He's being an asshole. They refer to them as outsiders. So yeah, it's really shitty of them to treat people like this. I feel like that's a commentary on society as a whole, that even in such a crazy crisis, small time nonsensical shit like, oh, these are outsiders, they're below us, is still in people's heads. So yeah, man, even in the most dire situations, expect humanity to still be shitty to each other. Like it's stupid. And then the next thing was they showed us Eren, and he tells them, I'm gonna enlist. And Armin decides he's gonna enlist as well. And then Mikasa jumps in and she's like, yeah, I'm gonna enlist as well. And Eren is like, no, you don't have to do this because of me. She's like, yeah, I have to do this. I have to do it so I can protect you. So she has a strong sense of responsibility towards Eren. So much so that she's gonna follow him and enlist. So she feels like she has this responsibility to look after him and make sure he doesn't die and he's safe. I'm sure I'll get to find out more about this. And more about her past. They kind of alluded to it in the beginning, her parents, dying in that flashback. And right at the end, I saw a new character, man, who's training these newcomers, Keith Shardis. So looking forward to seeing more of him. And again, that brings me back to the finale shot. Eren looking really determined, and once again makes a statement of intent. I'm gonna exterminate all of them. Alright guys, so another enjoyable episode. Holy shit, I think I talked a lot. So for me, talking about it and analyzing it is just as fun as watching it. So I'm sure a lot of you are not used to discussion or post-episode analysis that go this long. That's just how I do it. That's how I do it for all my shows I check out on my channel. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Alright guys, so if you did enjoy it, please smash that thumbs up. That helps out a lot. Leave your comments. Once I do get the green light from my friends who are checking these comments out for me, I'll dip into the comments. I'll try my best to reply to questions and just, again, like I said, I love dipping into the comments. That's one of my favorite things about YouTube. I'll try my best. The first one had so many comments. Unfortunately, I just couldn't get to all of them. But do know I usually see every comment, I just might not be able to reply to every comment. If you're into social media, guys, look me up. I'm on Twitter, super active on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. If you want to check out some of my stuff, some of my stills. I have a Patreon account. Once again, thank you so much to all my amazing patrons. You guys are absolutely brilliant. I appreciate it so much. I also have a mailing address. But yeah, man, thank you so much for dropping by. I'm really, really loving this show, man. 2 episodes in, I'm hooked. I'm absolutely, completely hooked. So, I'm excited to share my experience with all of you guys, all the new subs, old subs that check out the show. But once again, thank you for dropping by. Take it easy.